message training that I've been talking about now for nearly 2 months. Well, guess what? The technology exists for us to actually reach you, and we are doing that free text message training tonight. Well, Denver, what is free text message training? If your wife wants a divorce, she wants out of the marriage, and you want to save the marriage, but she's not willing to do it, there's a way to turn that train around psychologically and change your wife's mind. I didn't say fully restore the marriage. I didn't say fully restore the relationship, but I can tell you the train that's heading toward her being married to another man, you can turn that train around in as little as 7 days. How do you do that? Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. There's power in life and death in the tongue. So far, you've been speaking death into the relationship because you don't know what you don't know and you're saying the wrong thing. Tonight, not only am I going to teach you how to say the right thing, I'm going to take some men that register for tonight's event at denvergriffin.com/text, and I'm going to analyze your text, and I'm going to show you where there's missed opportunities, where you could have took advantage of an opportunity to build intimacy around talking about the child support, the electric bill. If you're thinking, well, Denver, you don't know my wife. She has no interest in working on the relationship. She don't want to talk to me unless it's to get the money for the kids or to talk about the bills or to talk about the business. She has no interest in talking to me about the relationship. You can fully turn a relationship around in as little as 7 days talking about logistical business. It does not have to be talking about the relationship. Matter of fact, talking about the relationship will further divide the relationship. So tonight, the text message training that I've been talking about now for 2 months, I have about 30 seats left in that. We only had 100 spots open. If you go to register for that training at denvergriffin.com/text, and the seats are all gone, if you'll put in the comments, if I get at least like 40 or 50 comments that says, Denver, we registered, but there was no seats left, I might do it again next week, but I'm only gonna do that if there's like a boatload of men that could not get in. So the last time I did this was probably 3 years ago. It was game changing. Here's something else that I'm gonna be doing tonight for my subscribers only. In that text message training that I'm going to be doing tonight live, at the end of the text message training, I'm going to be letting all of the people that attend that live tonight register for the artificial intelligent avatar version of Denver. Now, it doesn't have a face yet, but to launch it faster for you guys that are attending that tonight, I decided to go ahead and put some speed on it instead of delaying it another week or two. But the avatar does have the ability to speak to you, and it has the ability, so there'll be an app, you'll get access to it for free. It'll be a trial version where you can test it and demo it for free. And with this 3-day demo, let me tell you how this thing is going to work. You'll get to see me you'll get to see me coach some students tonight live. You'll get to see exactly how Denver the human does it. But I can tell you this, the artificial version of Denver, I would say probably is more powerful than the real version of Denver because it never forgets what works. It's not human, so it remembers everything. It never gets tired. It never gets exhausted. It's never on airplanes and has jet lags when it's doing a coaching session. But here's how it works. You take a screenshot of the communication between you and your wife. You put it in there, just like sending somebody a text message of a photo. It's that easy. Samsung, iPhone, it doesn't matter. You put that message in there. The AI analyzes it, and it talks to you about her message. Then it'll say, now what's your proposed response, Daniel? And so you text the AI what you are getting ready to respond to your wife with. Then the AI analyzes that, and it gives you a coaching session around how you were about to fuck things up and make things worse. And not only does it do that, it explains this is how you should have worded it. This is what you should have said. And here's why. If you want to dissolve confirmation bias with your words, and you want to make your wife feel like you're positive, polite, and playful, and you want to emotionally penetrate her heart to the point that she actually sees your heart, put in the comments right now if you knew that if your wife could see your heart, you guys would have never got split. But she can't see your heart because she doesn't feel like you see her. Well, Denver, I see her. Like, I want her more than anything in the world. I promise you, if you're watching this video right now, you have never understood how to actually see your wife in a way that makes her feel heard, valued, and seen. In other words, you've never made her feel emotionally safe. You've made her feel like you're selfish because out of ignorance, you have been. Tonight, you can change that. You can get examples with me live. You can get a one-on-one coaching session with me live. Now, I got 100 men, so obviously I'm only going to coach a handful, but you will have the ability to get a coaching session with me with that free artificial intelligent version of me. And I'm going to let as many people that want that do that trial. It's a 3-day trial. It's free. And if you want to extend it after that 3-day trial, you can for an additional week. And at that point, if you want to go more than a week, it might make sense to become a student of the DivorceStoppers. But that's not a requirement. The only thing that's a requirement is that you're a subscriber to the channel. So I know you're watching these videos. So you're getting all the free resources that I'm providing to help you restore your relationships. And you, in addition to being a subscriber, you have to show up tonight. So denvergriffin.com/text. We can change your relationship and your entire life tonight in that training. And we'll even give you tools that you can walk away with, that you can use around the clock at no charge to you. I have not done something like this in 3 years, and I'm very honored, humbled, and privileged. And for anybody else that made comments on my video that we released on Sunday about this is an infomercial, damn right it was. It was advertising this, dumbasses. The whole point was to share that information for you, but for you assholes that didn't listen to the point that I get that, you're going to be the very ones that says, Denver, I want this free training, but the seats are full. Well, if you wouldn't have been a jerk on my video I posted Sunday where I was giving you the infomercial advertising this, you would have got your seat. But guess what? I used to be that same asshole. That's why my marriage failed. So I have no problem with narcissists or assholes as long as you're willing to be coachable and change. So if that's you, if you know you've been an asshole and you've been a narcissist like I used to be, which led to the failure of my marriage, show up for tonight's training. If you do go on to register for a seat and there's no seats left, if you'll put it in the comment, if I get a boatload of comments where there's an overwhelming demand for it, I'll do another training like this next week. We'll find a way to deliver the help that you're asking for. Godspeed. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure and do that. And if you try to get a seat and it's not available, put in the comments. If you try to get a seat and there is one available, if you don't mind, just so I'll know how many seats were registered from this video so we can track it, please come back and stick in the comments, Denver, I snagged a seat. Thank you for the opportunity. All right, guys, I will see you tonight. And thank you I'm honored that you guys are watching the channel. More help is on the way. We're going to keep it coming. Love you guys. Bye.